October 22nd, 2013. Guys, this is a live webcam of Fukushima, Japan. The area, the storm clouds that you see are from Francisco. It has not arrived there. It's still south of the island. It has not made that northerly turn yet. Another webcam where they're securing the cranes. This is Francisco on the right. It's a very impressive storm. Now, it's down to a Cat 2, saying that Francisco is maximum sustained winds at 75 knots or 86 miles an hour, centered about 350 nautical miles east-southeast of Kadena Air Base in Okinawa. Again, this is still south, moving west at this moment in the last radar I checked. But the curve, it's just probably hours from starting the northern turn. Now, also on the 25th, notice the tag there that was going to be down to a tropical storm is getting in cooler water. Now, these are images of this. Both storms, you see Lukima coming in on the right, and there's are the tropical forecast points. Guys, you see there, Francisco's about to turn, go north. Now, something very interesting, and remember the date of the 25th. What you're seeing in the blue is the night vision, or infrared, colored infrared, and you see it's getting daylight there. Some interesting things about this I don't want to go into right now about the last video, but this storm is a Cat 2. Lukima behind it is a Cat 5. Look at that eye, guys. It's the most powerful storm. It is the most powerful thing on the face of the earth, and it's approaching the most dangerous thing on the face of the earth. But again, notice what happens. Because of the curve on the 25th, that's the top dot, and I'm going to bring it up and show you further in the video. These storms are parallel to each other off the coast of Japan. Watch these different colors. This is called the colored infrared loop. You guys also notice that on the 25th in the tropical forecast points, I'll show you again, they're parallel. Again, here's the information. Lukima is a Cat 5 with gusts up to 195. Sustained winds at 160. Francisco is a Cat 1. But guys, there's a phenomenon that happens when you get two big storms parallel, and that's what's going to happen. But I want you to pause this and read it. But it's in Japanese translated to English, so it kind of reads backwards. But what they're talking about is called the Fujiwara effect, where two storms coming up parallel to one another can cause a third typhoon. It says it's happened back in 1985. But again, you can pause this and read it. And they're talking about the storms going up close to Japan this year because of the high pressure moving off China. But you don't see Cat 5s a lot, guys. When you do, those eyes, you're talking about gust at 195. Nothing can survive in that. It's a buzzsaw. These are the infrared loop images. Japan's just to the north, the bottom of the islands of Francisco on the left. Pull this up. There's so much energy in that. And again, it's going to go not as close to Japan, further off the coast to the west. And they're watching in case there's this interaction. These are the forecast points by date. You see the 22nd. Notice up on the 25th, they're parallel. See that? Notice how wide the storms are, and they're going to be much closer together. Look at the points, how far they are apart there compared to what they will be up on the 25th. You see that? Now, we've got the solar information that we're getting now. We still have 1875 is capable of X flares. We've had 3 flares they're not X flares. But notice here on the 25th, ISON is going to be crossing Earth's orbit, the orbital path in front of. At that point, it's going to start diving below the ecliptic. So from the northern hemisphere, you're going to just about see the end of the telescope ground-based images. Possibly now from the southern hemisphere, we'll see that. But all those are actually 3 blasts that are coming out there. You can check it out from the in-class flares. You can see this. We had 2 Cs that peaked, and then an M1. Impressive activity picking up on the sun. Don't know why I haven't seen any small sun divers around it. Now, ISON, when it crosses the Earth's orbital path, remember it's only 1 AU at that point. Okay. Now, this is what we were watching in the video before. You see the filament at the top starting to rise. And I advanced it up and went back and got 2 days. That's 1875 that is capable of X flares. It's directly Earth facing. And I'm going to go and catch both days. There's that liftoff of the filament. Also, there's activity all around the sun. There's another filament that you see there that all it has to do is touch an active sunspot, and it's going to do that. Now, that is lifting off over the Earth, not exactly Earth facing, but because it radiates outward, you see that effect on our solar wind predictor. Again, you see these arrows, you see different, the two M's and the two C's in the M class flare. Now, there's the beginning of the strongest flare. There's just looks like a small burst, guys. But when you're dealing with a triple configuration like 1875 has, that could have very well just as easily been an Earth-facing X flare. Heads up on this. Be safe.